Hi friends, thank you one and all for the beautiful support you are giving me. Today, my topic is going to be the moment you accept the responsibility for everything in your life is the moment you gain the power to change anything in your life. It's a little big, but very easy to understand. See, the main thing is you have to be very responsible. You have to understand the purpose of your birth. What is that God has given you? Adimutra. God has given you the talent hidden inside. So you have to understand and you have to be very responsible on that. So that is the major point of this proverb. Once you understand that, once you come to know that what is the talent given by Almighty, and when you are focusing on that, that's all. So the day, then you will be able to accept everything as it comes. Because you gain a lot of confidence, you gain a lot of informations, you gain more positivity in you. You are able to understand your capability inside you, and you also know what are the weaknesses in you. So that you can concentrate more on your capabilities rather than weakness. Okay. Now, a small subdivision in responsibilities. What is that in responsibility? Actually, responsibility, there are categories. There are a lot of categories. In this, one, you can be punctual. It can be on your job cadre or your personal cadre. You are meeting a person. You are going and meeting a friend for a casual talk. And you have committed that I am coming on so and so time, so and so date. So you can be little punctual. It doesn't mean that only in job genre. It can be of anything. When you are going for a spiritual bhajan, you can be little punctual. So like that, the punctual is one way of being responsible. Since you are committed, you have to be little punctual. The next is remain positive. Remain positive. Always have a gathering of people who are always positive. In one among, if anybody is giving you anything irrelevant or negative, you just ignore it. You should allow that to talk. You have to allow the person to talk the negativity. At the same time, you should also know to ignore it. Both the things you should know. If you stop them, then you are becoming an enemy. Don't do that. It is her freedom or his freedom to tell their views. Let them tell. At the same time, you are having a You are having the character that you can ignore it. You are having the freedom to ignore it, not that person. The matter what the person is saying, you have got that freedom. They have got that freedom to tell the negativity. You have got the freedom to ignore that negativity. Please, when you start doing all these things, there you are responsible. The third point, active listening. It's very, very, very important. This active listening is in all categories. When you are a student, you have to listen to the teacher, or you have to be little observing the subject. You have to be very concentrated. You have to have a lot of concentration. When you go to a job, you have to understand what the opponent is saying, what the customers are saying. You have to allow them to talk. You have to listen. Whether they are talking positive or they are talking informative, that is immaterial. But you have to listen. So you have to cultivate that also. Fourth one, always motivate others. See, don't think that only you have to grow. You have to allow everyone to grow. Then only you are also growing. How in spiritual they used to say, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. What does it mean? In that loka, you are one among. So when everybody is happy, you are also happy. Like that, when you start allowing everybody to grow, you are also growing. So always motivate others. The fifth point, volunteer. Volunteer is you have to be little aggressive. Why? Because you have to learn. You are going to learn beautiful activities before you. So if you want to learn, you have to volunteer. You have to go little before. You have to go in front. When you are going and when you are getting involved, then you learn so many things. So there comes your responsibility. Okay. Now the last, these are all my views. These are all the points where you can also you can mean that responsibility. Where and all you can see the responsibilities. The sixth point is, be flexible. Wherever you go, however the crowd is, you have to be little flexible. You have to be a person whom everybody can approach you. You can't be you are strong. Please understand my point. You are always strong provided when you are flexible. You have to bend yourself to people. At the same time, you have to have your image straight. When you start bending only, then it is like a spring. See, when the spring, spring will be always straight, but it is always flexible. When you bend it, when you straight it, then again it will come in straight. It will elastic, like rubber band. You can expand it, but it will come to a same space, same size. You have to be like a spring. You have to bend yourself. You have to be little flexible to everybody. See, in a gang means definitely there will be plus people, minus people will be there. You have to be accepting everybody's view. You have to go with everybody. 4 days back, we all went to some spiritual places. There, we were having a 25 people. Everybody is elder to me. 1 or 2 people were younger to me. But I was really proud to say that I was very flexible. Why? Because elders, they were having their views. I can't say that their views are wrong. Each and everybody were having beautiful views. At the same time, they obeyed me. It doesn't mean that I am a leader, so I have to ask them to obey me. No. When I was ready to accept their views, definitely they were also inclined to accept my views. So everything went on well. We were traveling in a beautiful, it's a memorable trip. Why? Because I was little flexible and they were also flexible. Vice versa. So all put together, the trip was very memorable. After few months or few years, we may be recollecting that. That is how you have to be. And above all, these things I said, sometimes you may have come across some blame, or some scoldings, or negative, unfavorable circumstances. At that time also, you have to blame yourself. This is the major point of the responsibility. I should have not done this. What I have made, I am deserving it. This is what you have to. So when you accept that negative point, negative situation, there you are able to realize the mistake. Beautiful proverb here. The proverb may be little big, but when you understand, it is very good. And for this, easy way, you can just have the help of 5 elements here. Again and again I repeat, God has given us the representative, His representative. We are using these 5 elements daily, but we are not using it with knowing them the value of that 5 elements. We are not aware of it. When you have that bond, naturally you will be very grateful here. Everybody will be sitting on the top of Everest. I can tell you again and again and again, the 5 elements which is ready to be very friendly with you throughout. Definitely when you start asking their help, they do with abundance. They will not do, or they will not expect anything from you, or you don't want to have any doubt. At the same time, if you ask, and if they are not giving you or they are not providing you the help, it is understood that that work is not for you. You are wasting your time. That also you have to accept. Okay? If you want money and if you are asking the 5 element, definitely you will be getting money. And when you ask, you have to ask it very correctly. Just like that, to experiment, to find out whether they are helping or they are like that. If you doubt them, they will not even turn your side. So everything here, give respect, take respect. Very easy to understand is give respect and take respect. This responsibility, we have to understand what is the purpose of us birth in this world. Am I worth it? Am I doing for what I have born? So when you start thinking about that, you get a lot of answers here. You get a lot of answers by which you gain a lot of things. And definitely you can achieve. You will not be brooding in your life. You will not allow any, if the person is coming and talking to you, well and good. If they are not talking, you are saving an energy. That is how I feel. That is how I react. If the person is just ignoring me, I am not bothered. I am not the loser. Simple. I am very straight. Earlier I was brooding. Now I am not. Because after me becoming friend of these 5 elements, they have taught me. If people are coming to you, talking to you, yes, I give respect. If people are not coming to me, no wonder I don't want to say anything, good or bad. They are the losers. I have stopped brooding. That is what I have got. I have understood about this responsibility. I have understood the purpose of my birth. Okay? See you tomorrow with a new beautiful proverb. Bye-bye.